Hey everybody, what we're going to do in this video, we're going to talk about the driver because there's a lot of people that think the driver is different than your iron swing. Well, what happens is the driver gets, more up here even though I'm neutral and everything. So everybody thinks, well, this swing has to be different, and I'm here to tell you it is not. Okay? Because when you're coming down with the driver and you get to the top and you're like this, and I'm turning everything down, because of where this is located in my ball position, that's really, in my opinion, the only difference. It really is. I know that's going to confuse some of you. I hope it doesn't. But if I take this driver and I'm like this, okay, and I'm going to make my moves and I take it back and then I'm going to the top and everything's coming around, the only thing that is different is where this is contact. So if I've got this ball back where my irons are, here, it's gonna, go out to the right. But if I get this, and I'm telling you guys, for me, let me see if I can get a good, here we go. Look at my lead foot here. When I'm hitting my driver, it feels like this, it feels like my ball, for me, is on my lead toe. And all that's doing is giving me time to come in and square that club face, but it's working on this up angle. But look at where, see how it'd be, you can't really see it from this angle, but it would be off of my toe, not so much back here, okay? Now, this is an old driver or whatever, but anyways, me personally, I want more time to let my pivot work. I want to move that ball up in my stance and then make the exact same swing that we've been working on. There is no difference, in my opinion. Everybody's like, oh, you got to hit down on these irons. Well, you know what? If I'm doing what's being taught in a lot of modern swing teaching philosophies or ideas, they get up here and you're picking this club up and then you're going to drop it down and then you're coming through. That is not even remotely close to the pattern that we are working on when we're learning all this stuff with Mr. Hogan's golf swing. Mr. Hogan did not go up. He went around. And now I'm going to come back around this way and come through. And when I come through, guys, look at where this ball is going to be up here, and I'm catching it on this, upslope. But if I had an iron in my hand, which would be back here like this, and I did the same thing, it's just now the ball's further up and it is the same swing. But because the ball's further up, you're now going to be catching it on the up, like maybe 3 degrees or something, instead of having it back here. Even though we're working around, the hands are rolling down. Believe it or not, in the driver, the hands are not, they're rolling down. They're not hanging on and trying to hit this thing to where they don't turn down. It's the same movement. It's the exact same movement. And when you can understand this is when things are going to start to improve. So to understand your driver, move that ball up so far. I mean, move it up way, way up here somewhere. I know that's going to sound stupid to you, right? But move it up so far up there that you're going to be, oh, that ain't it, because that club face is closed. And then hit a ball like that and look at what it does. You'll be like, damn, I didn't change my swing, but I snap hooked it. Not because of some mechanical deficiency of the body or the hands, but because you had it so far up. And then start just moving it back. Everybody, we all go to the range, take 10 balls, put it up and start moving it back, and then make the same exact swing. There is no change in the mechanics of your swing to be able to hit your driver. And then start moving the ball further and further back, and then there's going to come a spot for you, not some textbook standard starting point, which is what Mr. Hogan's book is about, guys. Mr. Hogan's book is very, very explicit. This is a starting point. This is what I was feeling. Apply these things to give you a mechanical advantage of where to start. Then from there, as you get better and become better and better as a player, you can start experimenting. You'll start getting feedback from the ball flight. All these wonderful things will start happening, but that's where you have to understand. It's not one stock, hey, this is where the ball has to be for everybody. You have to say, that is my concrete, non-variable, that's where it's going to go. And then from there, okay, I got a longer club, let me move it forward. I got a shorter club, let me move it back. but never behind the trail side of the belt buckle. But when you do this, guys, it is the same exact motion that you're gonna make with your swing, and then you're just gonna work everything. There's no, I gotta have a driver swing, and I gotta have a 3-wood swing, and I gotta have a 4-iron swing, and my short. No, it is all the same swing. The only thing that's gonna be a variable is ball position, in my opinion. Really give it a shot, guys. I promise you, if you can just get that mentality that your driver swing and your driver setup, the only thing that's really changing is where that ball is at in your stance. And when you can start to finally realize, wow, it is the same swing. Now, are we going to get faster? The club head's longer, all that? Sure. What is one of the other differences, right? With the driver, this club is going to be further away from me. With an iron, this club is going to be shorter here. So when Mr. Hogan's talking about that diagram with that standard ball position that he could work from, the only thing that happens is the club head gets further away from the center of my body. With an iron, it's right here. But the swing is exactly the same. There is no difference. So make sure you do your own work. Make sure that you are responsible for your, what you're seeing, what your feedback is giving you. And then from there, you are now going to be able to, instead of getting stuck like, oh, I can't, I'm struggling with this, because it's not mechanical. It's not, there it is. Let me put my ball there and see what happens when I hit it. Let me move it back and see what happens when I hit it. Let me move it forward and see what happens when I hit it. Now I get the feedback, and because you get the feedback, you're going to know. But you have to specifically start analyzing, not so much the swing, guys, because when you're hitting ball on the range, this is something you want to do to find that spot. But when you're practicing, that's where we're getting mechanical. On the golf course, we're not thinking about our swing at all. I am thinking about where do I need to go, A to B, B to C, C to D, to put that ball in the hole in the shortest amount of strokes that I can. And if I'm on the course and I'm thinking about, oh, it's a different swing with the driver than it is with this, I'll shoot the worst round of golf in my life. Because when I'm on the golf course, it's about scoring. When I'm on the driving range, it's about practicing. And when I'm on the driving range, practicing all these wonderful things that we're learning, now we have to understand, what is this? What is it going to produce if the ball's up? What is it going to be if the ball's back? But the motion is exactly the same for the irons and the driver. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video.